I'm sorry, folks. I'm not trying to make too many videos all at once, but I just read a news article that sort of burst my Indiana bubble. I mean, isn't that how life is? You go from, oh man, this creatard is getting pwned at every turn, and then boom, tss, your entire bubble gets burst. An Indiana woman, an Indian living in Indiana, an Eastern Indian, not American Indian, but someone from India, whose parents probably moved here, and she was probably born in Indiana, most likely. A woman with genetics from India, East India, had gotten pregnant. And she somehow, don't know if it was drug-induced or not, but she somehow had a miscarriage where she took off work. She was having stomach cramps. And she ended up in a hospital with an umbilical cord hanging out and bleeding. And they found out later that she had taken the fetus and just disposed of it in, I guess, a trash can or something like that. So it says here she said, I didn't know what else to do. She placed the body in a dumpster and went to the hospital. And she didn't want, somebody to know that she was pregnant. I think it was her parents. So she was trying to hide that fact. So the issue is now that she's unfortunately living in Indiana, they have sentenced her to 20 years in prison for feticide. In other words, they have tried and convicted her of killing her own child. And now she's going to sit in a prison for 20 years because she had a miscarriage and unfortunately put the child in a dumpster instead of maybe taking it in some sort of bag or a plastic bag or towel along with her to the hospital. These almost certainly creatards on the jury, when they heard that she put the child in a dumpster, that was it. That was it. Case closed. 20 years. So now you can be convicted of killing a child if you have a miscarriage. And of all the states, there are only about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's about 10 states that don't have this law, that don't have some fetal homicide law. So not only is it Indiana, but it's the first time a woman has been convicted of this ever in the United States. And of course, it's going to be Indiana or Texas, some creatard place like that. Anyway, fuck you all, you ignorant, backwards, Bronze Age assholes with no empathy whatsoever. That's all I've got to say.